I'm currently walking into a pretty local stream to me. I fish this place a lot. It's a catch and release stream in my area, and you can use all tackle for trout, so it's full of them too. I usually don't catch tons of big fish, but it has a lot of nice brown trout in it. Probably like, I'd say 12 to 14 inches are common. But I have caught some big ones. There's a certain stretch of this where there is big ones by a park, but I don't fish there that often. But anyways, I'm walking in. I'm gonna be throwing little jerkbaits in. It's about 37 degrees today, so not a bad day to be out. There's definitely a lot of traps. Some people have been fishing it, but we'll see what happens. I think we'll be able to catch a few. I'm gonna try and show you my techniques though, how I catch them in the winter time especially. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going to show you how to use a jerkbait in the winter. I mean, it's at least what I do. I'm going to show you the technique, and I'll talk as I cast and show you exactly what I do with these jerkbaits. I usually do pretty well in the winter. A lot of it just comes to slowing down and more sharp twitches with like a 2-3 seconds even, let it drift. And a lot of times when it's drifting, they hit. So we'll see. Alright, when I just cast out through the riffle and I let the bait drift, and I'm just giving it twitches the whole way down. Not even reeling really. I'm just letting that bait work down through the riffle. And what it's doing is doing some darts, and then it drifts. And a lot of times, right when you stop it, one will hit it. I am not sure, but we've had like 3 vehicles stop here. So I don't know if they're checking water level or what. I'm in the riffle sometimes. I'll let it drift. Hit a leaf or something. Anyways, in the riffle sometimes I will crank it with two crank, jerk, stop, 2 crank, jerk, stop, and just repeat that and let that bait work down through there. Problem today is the water is really low and clear. Oh, there was one. Right on the jerk, stopping it. See if we can get him next cast. There we go. Right on the stop, we're hooked up. That fish was sitting right in an eddy. It's a decent one too. But that's all it is you cast into that current, and I just, like I showed you, 2 jerks with the tip of the rod and stop. And that when that bait suspends, a lot of times that'll make a trout react to it and just slam it. I'll show you what I caught here. A beautiful brownie. And something I noticed too, is I'm going to show you with the bait in it. A lot of times these brown trout hit it head first. See how it hit it head first? And that's like 80 to 90% of the time I find. But there we go. Not a bad one. Barely hooked. Get him back in the water. There you go. But that's normally in the winter, that's all I do. With these little baits, different patterns. This is the brown trout pattern. Seems to do really good for me. And a whole bunch of other patterns too that work too. But that's it, is cast into the riffles, let it drift down and just jerk, jerk, stop. Jerk, jerk, stop. And even if you want, you can crank too at the same time, like 2 cranks. Crank, crank, jerk, jerk, stop. Crank, crank, jerk, jerk, stop, and then you stop. Bam, a lot of times they hit. We're gonna keep fishing and see if we can catch some more, but that's the method I use, so let's see how many we can catch today. There we go. Another one. Same method. As soon as I stopped it, one was on it. Like they can't resist. Brown trout are aggressive fish. And you flash that bait right in front of their face and then stop it, it's like they have to hit it. Beautiful brownie. And proof to what from earlier again, this one's not even very big, but see where it hit that bait? Right in the front of it. And it's a beautiful little brown trout. Head first. And I've caught like 6-inch trout, 5-inch trout, even smaller on these baits. So you can do it. Small trout will hit them. But we're going to get this baby back. Beautiful fish. Well, that's going to be my trip today. I think I ended up catching 2 or 3. Had a few other hits. I wasn't able to land them, but not too bad for an hour out on the water. But walking back to my car. So I hope this helps you in using a jerkbait. I mean, I've had a lot of success over the years using just that 2 jerks, stop, 2 jerks, stop method. It seems to catch fish, especially in the winter. Just remember, if the water's a little warmer, you can do a little faster. If it's cold, maybe a little slower will work better. So good luck out there. I hope people are slamming fish right now. But I'm gonna wrap this up, so until next time, keep reeling them in. Thanks for watching.